Yo, this is Dova Blackhat Gaming. I do RPG games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout and many more. Subscribe to see more and enjoy the video.
The one that doesn't exist, a blessing and a curse. This one is familiar. She maneuvers about the astral sea, consuming all in her path. The movements would seem chaotic to the ordinary observer. It's a willful decision, meant to obfuscate the nature of her intentions. And he who endeavors to predict the serpent's next calculated move will be defied by the very people he's trying to save. The serpent never shows her true face. As she sets her sight on the western horizon, so will you.
Oh, I think I remember. During the scheduling business, right? We've never properly introduced ourselves. Name's Bulamenthes, former dockhand. Want to help us get off this island as soon as possible? We need someone to secure the cargo so it can be loaded onto the ship. You don't need to worry about it, but go ahead and ask. We've been busy patching up the ship. Without a proper crew, I've also had to concern myself teaching these people how to sail it. Starting with the basics and taking it all the way to the top. Dangerous waters surround the island. They'll need to be at their best. That doesn't usually happen. Either you got stuck with a rookie navigator, or your ship's equipment was malfunctioning. All of the ships here come equipped with custom harmonic resonators so they may pass through the temporospatial claudication field uninhibited. Without one, you risk making a short teleportation jump that can offset your ship's balance. Takes a fine set of hands to sail without that machine. Thankfully, we have one. It's the water beyond the field we have to worry about. Me and a small crew saved it during the sacking of the port. Barely got it out of there thanks to them. They didn't make it. Too badly burned. Damn idiots. No one knows exactly. Shortly before Nimbus could fully react to the news of Vanchim's death and Resdane, me and my companions rushed over there to prepare for immediate departure. They were just starting to fight off the fires once we got there. We took the ship that was the least engulfed in flames. We put out the fire before it could spread far enough to make it unsalvageable. Only one possibility. That thing from the tower. Safer that way in case of any sabotage attempts. We have guards posted at the Cloudburst Cave entrance, and a runner keeping an eye on the rowboat. The ship's just out of the line of sight from just about every vantage point. Even if someone were to see it, they'd have to paddle a long ways through our line of fire. Ballistae on the seawall, armed by pretty good marksmen. Neither airship nor winged demon stands a chance. I saw the others burn with my very eyes. This is the last one. Sure. We've lost a lot of good people. "22, including me. Under my watch, plenty. The crew that assisted me at the port were the first. I've lost others to raiders as they were out scavenging for supplies. A rival group of survivors. They're in control of the stronghold. From there, they've been coordinating attacks on all remaining Dwemer on the island. It's not necessarily a matter of gaining anything. They would be relatively well stocked over there considering their probable body count. They're only following protocol. Kill anyone that could serve as a vector for the anomaly's influence outside the established quarantine. Meaning every Dwemer outside the stronghold. Everyone knows about the existence of the quarantine procedure. You can imagine what that would entail. They wouldn't just let the anomaly run rampant and build enough influence to threaten the stronghold. Animunculi lead the assault, guards reinforce the rear. That's how it usually goes. Guards are likely only sent to report back any visual confirmation of the anomaly, but they're not afraid to engage in combat. I'm positive. They're hesitant on sending out a full assault force. The only viable passage to the beach is through the cave. It's an effective bottleneck. Stragglers, maybe. We take them in as they come along. Scouts also reported heavy fighting on the beach outside the Mechanist Tower. They couldn't identify the aggressors, only that Animunculi were involved. So you have fought the raiders? And this Razak Laren you mentioned, having you do the work for him? Wiping out the Atronal survivors. What a damned lunatic. He shouldn't be a problem if he's keeping to his corner of the island. They take shifts. We can't keep everyone in there the entire day. Too dangerous in case we get raided. Go ahead. Better to prepare than to talk. Not on the first trip. We're drawing a lottery to see who gets to come with us. As soon as we find a suitable place to call home, we'll send out a ship to retrieve those that remain on the island. Hope that survival streak continues. That will be decided by vote the night before we leave. Word around the camp is that most are favoring Volenfell. Let's err on the side of overestimation and say weeks. Go ahead. It's going to be a long one. Go ahead. Make it quick. There's more important things to worry about. I mentioned them to you. I'm coping. They're gone now, so there's not much to be miserable about. It's like they said. Every last Dwemer off island is gone. Yeah, that's what I said. Of course. I've seen how it's done. I've done it myself on occasion. And we've got many books to cover the subject. I'm sure then those will pick up the slack. I say it's better than nothing. Who else is going to teach them? I'm the best they've got. All right then, what is it? Better be important. Fine, but only for a second.
How are we looking over here?
Halfway done.
Yeah. Say, have you chatted with Besmov?
Besmov?
He set up a tent along the cliff wall.
First I've heard of him. Why are you asking, brother?
He told me to keep an eye on Buluminthes.
What?
That's how we ended our otherwise innocuous conversation. Asked him what he meant by it, he wouldn't elaborate.
Perhaps we should be keeping an eye on him.
No doubt, but
Yeah? Go on.
I don't know. Just the way he said it. He knows something we don't.
Fine. We'll watch Buluminthes too. But the Besmov fellow's only trying to throw suspicion off of himself. Come on, let's get back to work. Captain wants these crates sealed shut.
Hope I get picked to go.
Newcomer, join us by the fire. We're about to have lunch. Here you go. I'm Mzand. To my left is Kalanak. On the right, Olmanak and Razak. Only making conversation. You arrived just in time to our camp. Buluminthes is just about ready to take us all to our new home, wherever that may be. All right. Why wouldn't we? Impossible. Fine, I admit the possibility is there, but he isn't exhibiting any signs. There's simply no way. He's neither said or done anything wrong. Divide and conquer. Of course. But we need evidence. These theories are appealing, yes, but we are filling gaps in knowledge with conjecture.
I concur. Anything short of solid proof could get us kicked off the ship if we're wrong.
Let the new arrival handle it. He's the one who brought it up in the first place. Onus is on him.
Agreed.
I saw you talking to Bulomenthis. Call me Bezmov. Your turn. Would you mind answering a few questions about your conversation? Has Bulomenthis expressed anything unusual? For example, has he given contradictory recollections of past events? Very perceptive. I'm glad I wasn't the only one to make that distinction. Severe burns, yet they somehow managed to sail the ship far enough from the port under such conditions. Curious. Anything else? My mind is already made up on Bulomenthis, but my intention was to ease you into what I have to say. Bulomenthis isn't what he claims to be. Your judgment surpasses mine. I would have to spend a generous amount of time in his company before realizing his story has holes. There are two irrefutable documents that would serve to unravel Bulomenthis' lies. One is in the reception office at the port. The other would be somewhere outside the entrance to the slave quarters in the stronghold, level 5. Acquiring either one would be enough. Before we all ended up scattered around the island, I had connections with security detail in regards to persons under surveillance due to criminal behavior. There were only a handful on the list for obvious reasons, so their names were easy to memorize. Bulomenthis wasn't worth noting until he got his hands on the boat. Knowing his record, I can say with confidence where information pertaining to his past can be found. Disperse them through the camp as you see fit. There'll be no need to show them to me. I already know the truth.
cannot best.
Okay, that felt better than I expected.
What was that?
Stay close together.
Nothing!
Ashes to ashes.
What was that?
Oh, you're dead. Ashes to ashes. Back with more flattery, I see. Are you alright? You don't look so good.
That?
Who's there? There they are. Not very impressive. Not very impressive.
What was that?
Weapons up.
No more!
I'm not someone to be trifled with.
There.
Force
I'm
Rudder!
This one's in the bag. Not someone to be trifled with.
Z!
Exactly what I was looking for. Hard evidence. It's worthless in the hands of someone who already knows the truth. You must present it to others, individuals in this camp you confide in, to take proper disciplinary action. I've secluded myself from the rest of the camp. In doing so, I've not established a level of trust with anyone. My fault. Old habits. Someone has to spread the message in my stead. Then my work here is done. I'll be leaving now. Another beach. Goodbye, soldier.
Unbelievable.
Mazand? What's wrong?
He lied to us this whole time. Razak, Kalanak, gather everyone by the Prophecy Stone. Ulmanek, get some rope.
Soldier, you must stop this. Petition for my
You lied to all of us, Bulamanthes. No one is going to vouch for you.
Tell them then. Tell them everything about me. They'll know better.
Yes, They'll know better than to put their lives in the hands of an imposter. Everyone, we've been misled. Bullamenthus is no dockhand. He was a security guard for the slave quarters. Pass this journal around. See for yourselves.
Dockhand, guard. What difference does it make? So he fibbed to seem more qualified. We're still leaving.
Don't be so optimistic. It's repulsive. I'm as good of a sailor as the rest of you. A novice.
But those books! And the sailing lessons! They must have been worth something.
All improvisation. The books were for one-man sailboats. Beginner's level books at that. Old crew gave them to me to study best as I could. It's a whole other game taking that beast out to sea, where the winds and sea aren't so kind. But it was better than staying here, damn it. Anything was worth a shot. That's why I needed your trust and confidence.
Are you going to tell them, or should I?
I killed them.
You maniac.
Listen, they left me no choice. If I hadn't...
Servant of the anomaly!
Absurd! It's not my intent to harm any of you.
We've heard enough. If it's all right with the guards, I say it's time we dealt with you.
Do what you have to do. We won't get in your way.
Mazand, you've always been rational in our conversations. If you allow me to explain, you'll understand.
I understand you're a liar. Now you'll be treated as such. Gather a pallet, logs, and some rope. Bring them over to the watchtower. We're building.
So this is what you've reduced the Dwemer to? Stark raving madmen? This is how our people die? I'm thankful no scribe is still alive to bear witness to this travesty. Do you need them to be casting stones before you see it? You made them choose a prolonged death on this island over an opportunity to live and rebuild. All those lies were to improve the success rate of the trip. High morale has worked wonders against overwhelming odds. Now look at them. They're defeated, without a sense of what direction to take next without me and the ship. You can't expect them to survive much longer. They had enough training. It was a gamble, but if the winds and sea worked in our favor, we would have made it. I only have a question. Why did you go out of your way to undermine my efforts? Ugh, that tired line. Let's hear them. I killed them. That much is true. If only you heard my reasons for why it was justified. They intended to sail the ship out of here despite our pre-arranged agreement. Said that gathering anyone else was too much of a risk with the anomaly having escaped. Maybe they were right, but saving the lot of you was still worth the risk. So what if one of her own got on board? We could have dealt with it. Were you listening back there? I was shouting my innocence and they still drowned me out. The price of telling small untruths that they thought would have gotten them killed. The more I denied it, the more of a liar I became from their angle. Believe me or don't. Can't save everyone without getting some blood on your hands. You belong here with a noose around your neck too, but you'll have your day soon. Unlike me, your death won't be as elegant. Looks like we're done here. I'm ready to die, Koran.
Without a leader to guide them, discord was spread through the Dwemer camp. Exactly. Same as what you did. We leave this beach. That was the last tower simulation, Dragonborn. You're ready to enter the Dwemer stronghold. On the 3rd level are 5 crystal arrays that need to be aligned. Once that's done, power can be restored and the security system lowered, granting you full access to the Citadel, the Dark Tower. I suggest you take care of any loose ends on the island. Navigating the complex's immense hallways will be a feat of its own, and any last-minute decision to turn back could cost you dearly.
Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon. See you all on the next video.
Any
Enjoy
last
life.
minute to turn back could cost you.
Walk with the Army. Stop.